Hey there! So today we have another review. Before I dig into this, please post in the comments below what you think about this new framing. Obviously different from the other reviews that I've done, so let me know if this tighter shot from a higher... I can always adjust, but let me know if this tighter shot's better. Anyway, let's dig into this review. This is Spanish Marie. So this brand has actually been available around. I try to pay attention to the local craft beer shops and what's coming into town, and this new brewery sort of came into town called Spanish Marie. Never gave it a shot, and actually Katie sort of jumped the gun on it, and when she was in Miami, picked this one off for me. So let's talk about the brewery before I dig into the beer. This is Bad Baby No Squeeze. What a label, what a name. Okay, a lot of their labels sort of play on this kind of like cartoony kind of riff on it. I actually don't know specifically what's going on in this picture. Oh, wow. Jeez, that is hard to figure out. That is somebody. That is that lady, that comedian lady, the older lady that from The Mandalorian. And it's like Grogu, right? That's what it is. First off, it's hard to figure out that was Grogu. Like, it's got his back turned, so it's like hard to. Anyway, Bad Baby No Squeeze. I guess that's a reference to The Mandalorian. I guess it's a quote that's from the show. Anyways, talking about Spanish Marie. I believe they opened up in 2018. Couple guys. One guy's working in the industry for over a decade, brewer, and then another entrepreneur. It's a long story, and I don't need to give you the whole spiel, but I do appreciate the website. The About Us has multiple pages worth of information about the brewery and about the owners, and sort of it's nice. If you really want to learn it, I can't imagine it takes a lot of time to write that out, but for people that really care, and again, to me, it matters in the sense that you want to give your brewery identity. Some random guy like me wants to find out more about your brand. Tell us about it. Make it available. Just don't have a name in a beer and just go all right, well, good luck. There's a reason why it's a craft beer. Not only flavor, but I think we sort of care about the story, right? Some of us do. So let's take this beer. Well, let's wait a little bit more. You guys need to skip ahead if you want to take this review. Untapped. This is a very highly rated brewery. I wish I knew about it. Their average rating is a 4.18. If you don't know Untapped, that is very, very high. That probably puts them in the upper, I want to argue 5 to 10 percentile of, 90 to 95th percentile of rated breweries in just ever. Their top-rated beer, which is their most popular... their most popular beer has a 4.36, which is an insane rating. Again, if you guys are familiar with Untapped ratings. If you're not, just go on Untapped, look up some of your favorite beers and see what ratings they get. I promise they're maybe not that high. But part of it is that literally this brewery, their top 10 or 15 most popular... or almost all of their most popular beers are just pastry sour. So they're doing the sweet pastry sour, blah, blah, kind of thing, which does obviously artificially inflate a rating because... you're making a style that has very high ratings, right? So if you only make styles with high ratings, it's sort of like a steakhouse. You're gonna probably have a good rating if you make a really, really good steak, and you serve steaks because people are gonna love it, right? Versus a salad bar, people how good can a salad be, right? So stuff like that. This is Bad Baby No Squeeze. Bad Baby No Squeezie. Jesus. Sour with kiwi, honeydew, lime, ice cream, and cucumber. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, that don't look like beer, right? I mean, that looks like what? That literally looks like out of the 90s, Nickelodeon and Ghostbusters, Flubber. There's nothing is this color in 2023, right? This is a 90s, 2000s kind of color. It's just nostalgia for days. It looks like freaking Flubber. I don't know. What is that color? It's like Surge has that color, right? Or at least the label did. Oh wow, okay. That's fun. A lot of honeydew, which is pretty interesting because I don't think I've had many beers with honeydew. It just smells like honeydew. You know what it smells like? Midori. If you guys are not bartenders, there's a sweet melon liqueur out there that is very sweet and using some shots and certain drinks. I guess Midori. It smells like Midori. All right. Okay. 5%, by the way. So first off, a noticeable thing about this beer is that it really does have a nice, pleasant acidity. Whenever I review any of these kind of candy sours, pastry sours, blah blah blah. I always prefer like some amount of acidity, especially when it's well. First off, I in general sort of leans forward on acidity, especially like even like a regular beer. A regular beer like Goza. Westbrook Goza is quite acidic, and I prefer like the higher acidity on these sour beers. But especially with something that has like fruits and all this kind of sweet stuff in it, you really want the sourness and the sour beer to stand up, because without that, the beer just ends up getting very flabby and very like sickeningly sweet. Like that's the whole goal of these pastry sours, like sort of have some balance in them, ideally. So upfront noticeable is that there's some sweet, some acidity, but on the second sip, it ends up a little bit cloying. This is all candy flavors. I definitely taste. I don't know what they call lime ice cream, but definitely tastes like green lime ice pops, or it tastes a little bit like Italian ice, but like more fake, right? So more like lemon lime Gatorade, like a lot of lemon lime Gatorade flavor. I don't taste cucumber. Actually, on the back end, I taste cucumber, which is actually pretty fun. I think it's actually like an interesting flavor note because it plays green. It's hard because like a lot of these flavors are green, but they like intermingle pretty well, right? The transition from honeydew into cucumber is actually quite pleasant, and I'm not the biggest fan of cucumber, especially like when you go to like a hotel or something or some kind of like event, and you just want water, and they've unfortunately stuffed a bunch of cucumbers into the pit, into like the what do you call it? That vessel, the thing that you can get water out of, what the whatever, the water pitcher or whatever the thing is, and you just like opened up the spigot and just like and always like this tastes like, you know, like you just wish it was regular water. Like why do you have to throw cucumbers in there, right? Kiwi. Maybe. In general, the beer has a lot of that kind of like upfront, like it's got all the green candy flavors. It's like rain pop and lemon lime Gatorade and like green ices. I don't know. Like great example. The kid. This is like a mega sized one. I guess the kids like split them when they freeze them, or we split them for the kids when they freeze. But like this thing, what do they call it? Ices? What are they? Otter pops, ice pops. Whatever the green one is, that's what it tastes like. So it has all those like candy flavors, and then honestly, the first impression was like, I guess I haven't had anything too acidic today. It was a pop of acidity, which was like really nice and refreshing. But now as I drink it more, it's more and more candy and candy. And then on the back end, you get this like fruity honeydew melon thing, and then like a lingering like green chlorophyll vegetal cucumber thing. But like, you know, like adding complexity, not like, you know, as necessarily all flavors. But does that taste delicious to you guys? Like just green candy flavor into fruit and vegetable? I don't know. The carb's a little light on it too. It really showed up with no head and like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm seeking out this brewery. I don't know, man. People like this, sure, whatever, dude. But like, no, man, no. I hope I was giving guys a hint about where I was going with this review and rating. There is so much green flavoring in here. It's so much like, again, like Gatorade powder, ice pop, and then like the fruits aren't really like I don't really taste kiwi at all. Like I wish it was a kiwi sour or a honeydew sour with cucumber. You know, like fruit, fresh cucumber, like vibrant, like, you know, tastes like food. I'm 34 years old, dude. I don't eat that stuff. I don't drink that stuff. Like I don't like. I mean, obviously like Gatorade, whatever, but like I don't buy candy. I don't eat ring pops and eat warheads and you know, like what like, right? Like, come on, like my kids do that. Like yeah, and just like put these flavors in a beer. Jeez. I mean, how about rating wise? I don't think I'm gonna finish this. let's give this guy a solid 77. I mean, there's no all flavors to it, but like, the crazy thing is that as I drink it more, it's not too cloying, but it's just not tasty. Like it's sweet and has some balancing acidity, and it's not too much. Like it doesn't taste like, obviously I have sugar on my lips and like sort of like definitely has a good amount of residual sugar, but like I don't get too much like sticking. You know, I don't sit here sort of being like, oh my god, like I just feel like sugar and like diabetes, you know, wrapping all over my palate. So thankfully it doesn't do that, but it still just has that flavor, those flavors. You know, I don't sit around eating sweet tarts all day. Like I don't know what about you guys, but I don't. My diet doesn't consist of like 90s and 2000s candies. Yeah, 77. Until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know what you think about Spanish Marie. And again, if you guys have really comment about this mic and the new frame that I have. Until next time, cheers later.